Hey everyone, welcome to the video of the week. Today's video of the week is 5 custom matches I made up in my head that I think could work in wrestling today. And I will be saying that where I most likely think that it would work out, who I think should do the matches. So let's get started. The first match is actually a key to the cage match. And what pretty much means that it's very similar to that of a ladder match inside of a cage, inside of a Hell in a Cell match, where someone would hang a key to the cage lock above, hanging from the thing. They must climb the ladder, grab the key down from the thing, climb down the ladder, go outside the ring and unlock the door, and escape the cage in order to win the match. This match is a match I think that could be done by both men and women, and I think it could be done in both WWE, Impact, Lucha Underground, no matter where you are. I think it could be done. It's one of those matches, very simple type match, but yet it really hasn't been done. The closest thing I've seen to it was a Dixieland match on Impact Wrestling, but that itself was a little bit different. You had the Dixieland match. You had to climb out of a steel cage and then go up the ramp to climb a ladder to get the title. But I think that this is going to be unique because you'd have to climb the cage to get out of the cage. Climb the ladder to get the key to get out of the cage. Alright, moving on to the next one is called a Super 8 match. What I mean by that is 8 competitors, obviously, where it'd be 2 competitors starting out in the ring. So let's just say, for example, Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar started out. Okay, and then Brock Lesnar beats Braun Strowman, so another competitor will come out each time you beat it. It's kind of like a gauntlet match until all 8 competitors were used. The last man standing in the ring would be the champion. I think it would work out because it's more so of a gauntlet match, but it's a little bit differently because you know how many people are in the match. Plus, it has a unique gimmick behind it, being 8 people. And then not only that, it can change up a lot of things. It could change up the championship, and I think it could work out for Impact, WWE, Lucha Underground, or no matter where you are. And it could even work for women as well. Moving on, we have the Tower of Death match. Now, this is a match that I've actually been using in the WWE games for quite some time. But, of course, it's not to the depth that I originally had set for the custom match. Now, the match indicates that you'll be fighting inside of an elimination chamber, one-on-one. And you know how the old elimination chamber was very, very supposed to be like hardcore type thing. But it's going to be upped a little bit because weapons will be pushed throughout the entire elimination chamber, not just the steel chains that form the elimination chamber could be used as a weapon, but you have hardcore based things including like barbed wire, baseball bats, chairs, tables, etc. inside the thing. You'll be wrestling inside that structure for an hour, and it's pretty much an Iron Man match. The one who can get the most victories out of the 2 of you, or even 3 or 4 or whatever, how many people you would like to put in the match, gets the victory and could even win the championship. I think it could be worth having a title defense in that match. But ultimately, I think it could be done in just about any company, but I do not think WWE would do it, just because of the fact that it's such a long-based match, and it's more so of a hardcore-based match as well. So I honestly think that if anyone's going to do it, it'll probably be done by either Impact or Lucha Underground, because they are pretty hardcore as well, but I don't think WWE would do it, sadly. But I would love to see wrestlers like Dean Ambrose and Bray Wyatt even do it. It would be amazing. Number 4 is the Dog Pound match. So this is a match that if you guys watched my Rise of the Dog Pound series, you might hear me reference this and you're like, oh, that kind of sounds familiar. Well, yeah, it's going to sound familiar. And the Rise of the Dog Pound series was on Facebook. For those of you guys on YouTube, you guys might not understand what I'm talking about, but you guys will get it in a minute. The Dog Pound match consisted of 2 or more people where you're fighting inside of a cell, almost like a cage, but it's almost like a steel cage in a way, but it's closed off, kind of like a Hell in a Cell, because it's not. You can't go outside the ring in a sense. It's more like an octagon, like you're fighting in like a boxing ring or an MMA ring or something like that. And pretty much your ultimate match is pretty much to win like a knockout. So you have to win by knockout. You can't beat your opponent by pretty much doing a finisher and then pinning him. You can't win that way or submission that way. You have to knock your opponent out. That's how you get the victory. And that's what I don't know why I called it a knockout match, a dog pound match, but it was something that it was known for my Rise of the Dog Pound series, so it's possible. And I think that could work in just about any company, but I think, honestly, I think it could be a gimmick for the Big Show because of his WMD knockout punch. And the last match I have created is another hardcore-based match. It's 7 Ways to Die match. Pretty much it's a hardcore-based match where you can't pin or submit to win. There's only 7 ways you can win the match. And here's the 7 ways that you can win the match. You can put your opponent in a casket, like an old school casket match. Make your opponent bleed for the first blood. Bury them alive like the old school buried alive matches. Number 4, your opponent cannot beat the 10 count to their feet. Number 5, your opponent passes out. Number 6, referee must stop the match due to an actual injury. If the referee stops the match for any other reason, it could include the likes of first blood. And the last would be if your opponent would to say, I quit the match. So in other words, absolutely anything is legal. Anything could be used as a weapon. And I think this match is very hardcore because it could be used absolutely anything, whether it's hardcore baseball bats. You could even use the fans if you wanted to use as a weapon. I mean, absolutely anything can be used as a weapon. And there's only 7 ways to lose the match. But I think that if it is going to be done, it'd probably be done in Lucha Underground, sadly, because I don't even think Impact would go to this ranks of hardcore. They might actually do it. They might shock you. But who I think would do it? Probably Abyss or Bray Wyatt or Dean Ambrose. Those are the ones that probably come to my head at this point. But anyone could probably do it. It's just going to be very hardcore based behind them. Anyways, with that said, that's going to end this video. Let me know what you guys think of these 5 matches. Do you think any of these would actually work out in wrestling today? Or no? And which one would you like to see out of the 5 matches that I've said? Again, their names are the Key to the Cage match, the Super 8 match, the Tower of Death match, the Dog Pound match, and the 7 Ways to Die match. Anyways, with that said, next Wednesday's video of the week will be 50 questions I've never been asked quiz, which I've seen from Claire Chabon on YouTube, and I'll be doing it myself. So have a great day. Peace. Thank you guys for watching.